Come on in the building. Come on in the building. Let me know you're in the building. Let me know you're in the building. Ooh, come on in here. Oh, I tell y'all what. I will apologize ahead of time. I tried to do the alternate environment. Y'all know what the alternate secondary studio is. I just don't have it in me. I can't do background lighting and all this other stuff. So y'all get comfortable. Let me know you're in the building. We can get settled in. We can get started. This is not what I expected. But get the comments in here. Let me know how y'all feeling. Let me make sure I got my basketball ready. Just making sure everything's set up. Just getting everything set up, y'all. So yeah, please let me know you're in the building so I know to get started right away. You know what? I figure I might as well go to the kitchen too. Because Lauren already gave me permission to go to the kitchen. Lauren gave me permission to head into the kitchen, get myself a cocktail for the night. Because I'm not going to be happy. Hold on. Hold on. Cause Lauren gave permission to head off to the kitchen tonight. I hope y'all are happy tonight. Ask me how I'm feeling. I hope my singing's revealing. How am I feeling tonight? There'll be food around the corner. Food around the corner. Food around the corner. Ooh. I might have to make some OJ. I should make mimosas tonight. Actually, Lauren, that's what we should do. You know what? That's a better idea. Now that I think about it, it just hit me. Lauren, what do you think about this? Instead of the night 4 pegs, maybe we do a brunch with mimosa 4 pegs. I just went to the kitchen. I saw my orange juice and champagne. My champagne is cold. Why can't I take calls? You know what? I was gonna work on that, David. Let me make sure it's set up. Okay. That's all off. I would have freaked y'all out. Y'all saw that. Oh my God. Y'all would have went crazy. Oh. I gotta turn off the setting real quick. I'm here though, y'all. Setting. That. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Coloring. Okay, there it is. Yeah, that's still pretty intense. Hold on. I'm trying to get it right. Yeah, I just gotta pull up with me a little bit. We gotta make sure everything's clean, y'all. Let's get warmed up. Let's get warmed up. Let's get warmed up. Fabian says no panic time. Bradley, I need some positivity after the last 2 nights. Pain, says Jack. How the hell did we lose twice today, says Andre. What up, Midnight Family? Cashmere, what up? By the way, people, one good time. Let's get us started. Miss Lauren K. Dales has been waiting on this. Fagan says, thank Neely Pooty for this. What do y'all think? Where's the blame laying right now? Women's uniforms seems like it. No panic, but pissed. Why? Elaborate on pissed. Maestro, what are you saying about not dunking manifest tonight? All those missed layups. Whew, go figure. Yeah, we don't have Mac, but it's Furman, dog. Louisville should never be in a game with Furman. I say nothing, Tyrone. Absolutely pathetic display of basketball, says Kyle. What's your worst part? Elaborate. Football, you up next. Please win. Man, I really want to respect everything Malik has done, but man, you have to get better. Malik needs to play his game and stop the extra BS that doesn't work. First home November loss since the 70s. Are you saying I never lost in November at home? That Furman team is a good team, well coached. Pissed, a waste of time and money except for the women's sports, so throw the whole athletic department away. Hell, Dave Paget would have beat Furman. So who are you blaming that on? Poor drink. Doug says poor drink for all of us. Atlanta House, what up, Walter? What up, Dale? First home, I heard that too, but that's pretty surprising. Good evening. Hope you have a full bottle. I do not. Maybe it's good that I don't have a full bottle. Terrible take care, but Malik needs to go. He seems to drop the intensity of everyone. Lauren says, good evening, fam. Malik needs to stop laying it up. He blew a bunch of opportunities tonight. Not really panicked, just very frustrated and mad at the president of the university because Max should have been out there. Let me ask you this, Vaughn. Let me start off with this. This question is for everybody. If Chris Mack was here, do y'all think he would have won? Do y'all think the team would have won? That's number one, first and foremost, before we talk about anything. Hypothetically, if Chris Mack was on the sideline, would we have won? Don't do the yeah, but just let's start off with a base question. If Chris Mack was here, would we have won? That's what I'm talking about. Not really panicked, just very frustrated, man, at the president of universities. I should have been there. And Furman was a very experienced team. Do not want to discredit them. Fair enough. Congrats. Mark Raven, then you could beat Furman. If you're going into dunk, you could have fouled out 3 Furman players. And the game's in the books. Is that so? I'm stressing girls lost, guys lost. If we lose tomorrow, I'll be going to be at the game. It's my birthday. Ouch. Ouch, 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 Denise. Former team plays Gonzaga. They lose by 50. I remember a time when Louisville used to be good like that. They played different from the team we saw in the exhibition. Coach Mack not being on the sideline shows. We got to dunk the ball, says Wesley. We get no offense in the post, says Joe. Listen, David, I need to learn how to set up the phone call line. You're absolutely right about that, especially at night. You know what? That is the next. That's the thing. You know what? That's my project. During my the next commercial break, I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna get my notebook and write that down. How the hell was that center killing us like that, Houseway? I know. I'm gonna get that together. The Kentucky on Twitter are live and they saw us in a one possession game. Yeah. North Carolina was in a 1-point game with Brown. I saw that too. Malik playing like he's scared of getting injured. Can't win with him playing like that. So can we agree? Pegues is not an in-game adjuster. I can do that. You can do. Oh, okay. I'm catching up now. Mimosas. Damn right, Fabian. Let me say this. Paid a lot of money to set the Louisville program back 10 to 20 years after 13 times. Marcus, what happened to our team? Man, I hope this year doesn't go this way. I can't tell you anymore what's going on with the football team. Facts. I will reserve judgment until Coach Mack is back, says Miss Scottish Chef. Jalen did have one nice dunk tonight. I could critique that as well. According to Louisville Twitter, yes. But do you believe that, Alicia? The one-handed pass by Withers, you said 5 bad fundamentals later led to a critical turnover. Of course it did. Of course it did. Everything I told you showed its ugly head. Everything I told you. Trying to tip the ball to yourself, not going after the rebounds. I told you every fundamental flaw that we would see in any kind of game. We can't even blame TV Teddy, but listen, those referees get some blame. I feel you, Kev. Those referees get some blame. This loss is on Ben DePuty. Louisville Twitter is trash, negative ass people. Listen, y'all better stay away from Steve Rummage on the Twitter. As a matter of fact, let me invite that man. Let me invite that man right now. I'm sorry, Steve. I was getting carried away. Y'all better stay away from Steve. Hold on. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all gotta see this. Oh. Okay, I sent the invite to Steve. Share.
Century 21 and the Legends. Sign up at textlegends.com. A monster slam! Carly Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Century 21 and the Legends. Sign up at textlegends.com.
Who was that?
A monster slam! Carly Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
Who was that, y'all?
Entry 21 in the Legends.
Who just
Sign up
did
at
that?
TextLegends.com. A monster slam! Entry 21 in the Legends. Sign up at TextLegends.com. A monster slam! Carly Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
Unbelievable.
Entry 21 in the Legends. Sign up at TextLegends.com. A monster slam! Uh-oh, Kitty Kroger's in the building. Uh-huh. Yeah, I know y'all are messed up when Kitty Kroger is the building. What I tell y'all, Jalen Withers is turning into a 6'9" wing shooter. Because y'all didn't like him y'all didn't like me being critical of him finishing and being an athlete around the basket. The rotation tonight was bad. Rotation's a huge problem. The Hope haven't lost a home in November since the 70s. Woo! I'm about to make a drink too, Chris. Yeah, join me indeed. Jalen, 7 threes. Yes, no doubt, yes. This is all if Mac would have been there. But it still would have been close win, yes. We win the game with Mac, yes. Hands down, yes. Not the way they played. Would they have played like that with Mac there? Do you think so? Do you think Mac makes a difference? Chris Mack would have won. This is the per year. If he subbed right, how can Malik make 30 mistakes to JJ's 1? I agree with you there. I saw that. To answer your question, Mac hasn't shown me jack. Do you think he would have won? See, that's why I say don't do that, Terry. You got to start with a baseline answer. If you say no, just say no. He wouldn't have won. If he was on the sideline, he would have lost to Furman. And make sure you give me an example that makes you think he would have lost to Furman. Give me the loss. Give me the Mac loss to a team like Furman that you could refer to. Maybe, but the center position is a problem. Yes. Think we'd had a good chance. Yes, we would have won. How was my day? What did I have for lunch? Y'all? Pizza. Hold on. Hold on, I'm catching up. At least Mike was pissed, not like our football coach, and no, we wouldn't have won if Mac was on the floor. Okay, so there's 2 no's. Pissed because I know we wouldn't have won with Mac either. Well, he didn't say either. I threw that in there. Yes, he knows rotations better. Williams frustrates me. Malik, are you talking about Malik? Yeah, okay. If he was on sideline, I think we would have won. Still would have been a close game, but our defense would have been sharper, better offensive execution, and we wouldn't seen no overtime. Substitutions was very questionable. Faulkner needs to start. No, we're a lame duck program without George Petrino. Glad Petrino tanked his last season here. I hope Wall sees the light and leaves also. Well, that's a pretty negative take, Curtis. Max sitting back and smile. He knows Louisville needs him. Are we a volleyball school now? Rotation and execution after timeouts. Yes, because Coach Mack knows when to call timeouts to break momentum. Had the right 5 on the court in crunch time. First Prince of Bel Air boys. Why my team don't want me to dunk Uncle Phil? Came out flat, not assertive on defense, even with the misses on offense. You can follow Scout, get an effort on defense. TD Teddy was also at it. Yeah, they were at it. They were showing out. 8-21 on layups. Layups. I've never seen a team struggle to hit layups and shots under the basket as much as it's been like this every year under Mac. Too much dribbling and facilitating the big man. West defending the 3 and getting rebounds off the miss. At least we know why the shoe comes off. No, I still didn't figure out. Hold on. Mason's gonna be a load when he gets 100%. Don't worry about it, y'all. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going too far. I have to do something important, and it is called a change of character. We have to have a change of character right now. Sorry about that. But it is important. It is important. On drive, somebody needs to file a missing persons report on Sam. You know what just happened? You know what just happened today? The scout report said we can't play through contact. We can't take being bumped. Scout report is going to get a lot tougher. It's like fumbling the football. You fumble, other teams smell blood. They start getting more and more physical. That's what's going to happen. Now y'all going to have y'all work cut out moving forward. It's November. I'm not going to panic. They will improve. Mac will return. Keep Brom, Steve with the Facebook away from. Wait. Keep Brom, Steve with the football away from my beat. Speaking of character reveals. Woo! Drum roll, please. Wait a minute. Let me get these last couple before I hit the drum roll. Where's Sam, Dre, Johnson, Carly was awesome. We got a fire tirade. Bang, bang. Currently, the boots out ready from tomorrow morning. Carly is nice. Blah, 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 blah. So I don't mean blah, blah, but I got to speed up. I got to catch up. I got way behind. Cards rock. Doug McCoy, what's up? Gives us nothing in the inside. Brad Schmidt. Starting lineups. Bradley Ellis, what do you say? Not getting it even easier against Navy. I'm catching up. Needs to dial a friend on the last one. After Monday, we'll be 9-2. Bang!
What up?
What up? What's going on?
Living the dream, man.
Are you?
This is the new normal.
Steve, you have like no bass in your voice, man.
I know.
I never heard you like this, Steve.
Drinking a folk at 11:47 at night.
Is it because you didn't have anything else flavorful to drink?
Yes. I just need
It's just,
I need a carbonation.
so what do we do now, Steve?
Well, that's a great question. Obviously, tonight it's tough because you don't have your head coach, which most people understand that matters.
It matters if you have a head coach coaching your team?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty big thing. Sorry. I don't have the lights on. I'm not getting up to turn them on.
Just wait for it. Turn your TV to a channel that has light.
I know. Right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn it because I have it on something crazy. I don't even know what it's on right now, but I'm like, I don't even like when I lose. I don't even want to watch basketball. So I was going to, all right, UCLA. There we go. UCLA and Villanova. Isn't that fun? So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like, dude, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you if having the head coach mattered. I'm still be pissed if they lost, but, like, I'm not arguing if – I mean, like –
Okay, percentage chance Mac loses that game if he's there coaching.
I mean, 0 probably because, I mean, we've never done it before.
Steve, Bradley said Malik needs to sit.
I mean, seriously, like, here's my thing. When has Mac ever lost one of these crappy buy-in games?
That's what I said. Point to one.
Yeah, I mean, like.
Listen, and we've yelled at him on every single one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think tonight would have been one where it was like, man, close game, closer than we like, blah. But it's like, dude, if you're too stupid, no, I shouldn't say stupid. Stupid's not the right word, but I mean, if you're too ignorant to the fact that the head coach matters, okay.
I
don't know.
How many people irritated you tonight on social media?
I probably blocked 20 people tonight. It was awesome. I cleaned the timeline up real good.
It was cleanup.
Yeah, no, listen, man, I cleaned the time, dude. I mean, I cleaned it up real good. It was nice. I was reading some of your comments. Yeah, no, yeah, I cleaned up. It was pretty awesome. Got about 20 of them out of there. I mean, still.
Okay, David says we're a Louisville basketball. WTF?
Duke's Duke, and when Coach K went out, they sucked ass. I don't know.
They sucked. They sucked without their head coach.
Yeah, so I mean, if you don't like Mac, you don't like Mac. You know, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying he's the best option on planet Earth. I mean, I think he's fine though, but you went
again. You didn't hire him as a ready-made Hall of Famer.
No.
Like, you got to admit that.
Yeah.
But you also got to admit you like the product you saw the last 2 games before today.
Yeah.
And here's the problem. I think Southern would have beat Furman probably. You know what I'm saying? Or that, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, maybe not. But Southern would have gave them the same kind of run.
Yeah. I mean, we should have beat them even tonight, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the rotations were bad. I mean, like, you're asking Mike Pegues to be actually, I think Coffee said it on Twitter. I agree with you, man. It's like you're asking Mike Pegues to be a head coach. He's not a head coach right now. He's not a
First time ever being a head coach.
I
You
mean,
know what his other example was for being a head coach? AAU.
yeah. So you know what that guy does? He brings in L. Ellis in overtime after L. Ellis has been sitting there for 25, 30 minutes real time. I mean, L. Ellis ain't going to help you at that point. Like, you got to roll with what you got. You know, I mean, like, he kind of froze on his substitutions. He kind of froze up. And
Yeah. He got locked. He kind of got locked into the game and
yeah, and then when he started subbing, it was like, okay, now these are stupid subs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, well, now,
you remember what I said when DeAndre came in and he's like, you want him to hit the free throw? I'm like, he's been sitting the entire time.
yeah. I mean, I'm fine with, but like, I mean, I'm fine with Louisville fans. I mean, including myself being pissed with the loss. Like, dude, like, I mean, I get it. I do get it. Like, when people are like, we shouldn't be losing to Furman at home, even without our head coach. I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel you. I mean, yeah, like, I'm not saying, because like, even if Mac's there, this team is not like. This is why we tried to say it at the beginning. We're like, look, enjoy this team, but enjoy them game by game, because they're going to be a work in progress. I mean, I told you tonight, dude, listen, I've got a trip planned to Vegas on conference tourney week, right? It
Mm-hmm.
feels like it's forever away. I mean, dude, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, all that stuff's going to happen before the tournament. Like, this is going to be a team that's going to be pretty good by that time, but it's going to take, like, I figured there would be some close games early. Without your head coach, those turns into losses.
He definitely wasn't comfortable substituting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't comfortable. He wasn't playing the minutes. He wasn't doing the minutes thing.
No. I mean, it was bad subs. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, Matt Cross got buried.
yeah, he got buried. I mean, it's like but again, like, Coach Pegues is not that. He's used to concentrating on getting that in. Now he's this guy.
Yeah, he's used to suggesting a move.
Yeah.
You know, one or two moves here and there.
But hey, the president really showed him. So you got that going for you.
Yeah, so nothing will ever happen again because of this suspension.
I
Now
know.
we're on the 100% HR perfection from this point forward, Steve.
I know.
There will never be an HR mistake committed.
So Mac gets 6 games, $221,000, can't be with his team, can't talk to his team, can't talk to the parents on his team, probably going to lose a top 50 recruit in Kamari Lands because he can't talk to him for another month. Also, his team now has lost a game in Furman that may cost him a seed line in the tournament.
In a quad 4 loss.
Yeah, but hey, you really showed us all that you swing the long hammer of the law. Like, and then I tag her on Twitter and people get butthurt about it. Like, shut up. Like, send in a donation to her. Like, she's a big girl. She can deal with it.
I don't know if I have no frame of reference for Ross's coaching, so I wouldn't even play that game. And Pegues would feel some kind of way immediately.
With what?
Substitution, running substitution patterns on the sideline.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think Ross is a better coach. Like, I think Ross. Let me say, I think Ross knows the game better. But
I mean, if we're gonna have that conversation, this is what I'll say.
You can't switch it though. Like you.
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm talking about the product on the floor.
You switch it, you got to let Pegues go, and I don't want to let Pegues go. I think he's a really good assistant coach. Like
Jake in there talking about Pegues doing the wings and doing the wing stuff.
Yeah,
and working with Jalen and all them. I tell you what, Steve. Around the basket, again, if you didn't come in here with it already, there's no improvement around the basket.
I know.
And I was telling Steve this earlier, y'all. To watch Malik still getting away with trying to tip the ball to himself instead of going after it, it's like he gives me the you look like Charles Minlin out there now.
At this point, I'm just glad when Malik's standing up for a full possession. You ever seen that? You ever seen The Wedding Crashers?
Clip by clip.
You know where they're playing? Have you ever saw the thing where they're playing football?
Yeah. I know that part.
Yeah, and Owen Wilson's like, dude, he down again. He's like,
yeah.
Like that's how I feel. I'm like, dude, every possession, Malik Williams is laying on the ground.
Yeah, and here's the problem. It's gonna look like bullying when I clip up Malik, a 5-minute Malik.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How many times he falls and is off balance and trying to tip the ball. If I showed you every Malik possession and just clip, it'd be the worst thing you ever seen in your life.
There was that's why, I mean, when we were watching the game together, I mean, there was one point where Louisville went up 5, and in 4 plays, 2 on each side, Malik Williams was directly responsible for them tying the game up.
Yep. And here's the thing, y'all. This is basketball talk here. This is real basketball talk. Malik has been afforded every single recovery opportunity. Health-wise, condition. Do y'all know what a zero gravity treadmill is? Steve, do they know what a zero gravity treadmill is?
Probably.
Like, he's been able to rehabilitate every ligament in his legs for as long as he needed. Y'all remember, he got hurt in early last year, trying to come in late. You know what I'm saying? He's all off season. It's like, dude, if you're not going to jump off the ground, and here's the problem. We've seen some members of Steve's delegation who aren't the most athletic, but the problem is they've always been that way.
It's true.
And they know how to score. They know how to use their body. They know how to score. Malik doesn't know the fundamental stuff, but he has zero athleticism from my delegation. he or not willing to, unload and use it.
And it's like forgot how to guard the pick and roll.
Oh, but here's the problem, though. It's starting to look like he's being babied. He's being babied and getting away with being lazy.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing, people. I want y'all, this is Marcus in a critique session. Mike Pegues, he talks about it. He played under Mike Brey. Do y'all okay, what do y'all know about big men and Mike Brey? Not the most fleet of foot, nobody plays above the rim. You know what I'm saying? Plays, plays, what do you call it? Plays very below the rim. Right? Yeah, plays very below the rim. I don't know if Coach Pegues is just okay with it. I mean, listen, Steve.
Yeah.
I saw basketball come right off in front of the rim, and Malik with one hand tries to tip it back up, and the ball just hits the bottom of the rim.
It's pathetic.
It is literally pathetic. But if y'all want to say I blame this staff,
yeah,
I can't argue with you one bit because you have let it go. You have let him move and reach up with one hand and tip in shots.
Yeah, absolutely.
For a long time.
Absolutely.
So those are, like I said, but this is why I always say you need to compliment people, because this sounds negative to someone who doesn't compliment. But when you compliment as much as we do, it's okay to say, okay, but these are the things you need to improve on. Chad Johnson says this loss brought to you by President Neely. Thanks, Neely. Free Chris Mack. Malik was a defensive liability more than anybody. Malik may still be working on his mental foundation, trusting his body. But here's the thing: you can't lose to Furman in the process.
Well, here's my biggest problem with him tonight is I can listen to Sam didn't play well because he couldn't get into a rhythm. Matt Cross didn't play well because he couldn't get into a rhythm because of substitution patterns. Like, Malik don't have that excuse. That dude was on the floor every time I looked up. And I don't mean on the ground this time. I mean just in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, if anybody can't use that excuse, it would be him. Because he got plenty of run. Like, I get it, man. I do think some of these guys are having a hard time adjusting to not playing 20 minutes, you know.
But here's the problem. Mac's gonna shrink. Listen, you think Noah Locke wouldn't have been on the floor a lot more? Noah Locke, Matt Cross, Ellis, they would have been on the floor a lot more.
Yes, but see, that's my point, though. When I say I'm not going to argue with somebody that says Coach Mack being there doesn't matter. It's like
think about this, people. Coach Mack's last directive before he left was don't start Malik, start Sidney Curry. That was his last directive. That was his last decision made by 12 o'clock at night. Coach Chris Mack played the game. 3 days later, Malik probably led the team in minutes.
Yeah.
That means that basically goes almost in direct contrast of what Coach Mack thought was trending.
Yeah.
You saw Malik was trending, and think about it. It's a strong move to not start your fifth-year center captain. That's a big-time, bold move.
Absolutely.
And to be one game later, and Coach Pegues had him out there for the entire game. Not the entire game. 6 year.
Yeah. No, but you're right, man. You're right. And that's what I say. I mean, I don't want to sell it like they're a perfect product. They're like, oh, man,
Right.
Like, they would be 1,000 times better. They'd beat Furman by 50. I don't think that. I think it would have been a close game. We'd all still been kind of, you got to learn, you got to get better, you got to do this, you know. But, I mean, they would have won the game. I don't know. But the problem is, man, now you look ahead and you're like, you got 4 more games, man. Like, I mean, because, look, North Carolina is number 19 in the country with their head coach.
Yep.
They won 94-87. And it was a 1-possession game with a minute to go. Like, I mean, okay, if Chris Mack's here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you win that game.
Is it true? Steve, I'm going to bring up some stats right now, right? I'm going to bring up the stats to this game. And hold on. I want you to go through these with me real quick.
Okay. I got to go to this football game tomorrow. You're going to the football game, right? I'm not setting up.
Yeah, Steve. Oh.
Look, hey, man, you're going to have to find a way to get there. Figure it out.
Oh, no, Steve. And tomorrow, is the game tomorrow, Steve?
We can leave at half.
Steve, do we got a game tomorrow? Man, you know, I scheduled some.
I know.
Man, Steve. I think I must have scheduled some other stuff, man.
Hey, man. Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this, Steve. I want you to look at this.
Okay.
You see that clear?
No, but My phone.
Okay, that's not. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll go full stat screen, and let me bring down this real quick. Just to give everybody a decent view. Yeah, it's terrible. Don't worry about it. So, Steve, I'm gonna read out the lines for you today, okay?
Okay.
And just tell me when to stop and tell me what jumps out at you. Jalen Withers, 34 minutes, 6 for 15 from the floor, 2 for 7 from 3, 9 defensive rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, 14 points
I
in
don't
34 minutes.
I don't really think Jalen was all that bad, other than there's no reason for him to shoot 7 threes in a game.
Steve, hold on, we'll get to it. One time, y'all. Cheers. David that scoring. How irritating does that sound when you manage a team?
Incredibly.
Steve,
Yeah.
listen to this stat line. Malik Williams, 33 minutes, 1 for 8, 0 for 3 from the three-point line, 1 for 2 from the free throw, 2 offensive rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds, 10 total, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, 33 minutes and 3 points.
It's terrible. How many rebounds do you have?
10.
10 rebounds in 33 minutes?
33 minutes. 1 rebound per 3 minutes. And you're in the paint the entire time.
And 3 points.
And 3 points.
That's terrible. Yeah. That's the thing. That's so bad, because, like, okay, you can have 10 rebounds and 12 points, and then I'm going,
Man, I'm looking at this, man. Jesus Christ. He fucking screwed up the rotation. Okay, DeAndre Davis, 19 minutes, 2 for 7 from the floor, 0 for 1 from the 3-point, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 1 defensive rebound, 0, 2 personal fouls, 7 points. He got 7 points in 19 minutes. Noah Locke, 31 minutes, 8 for 19 from the floor, 4 for 12 from the three-pointer, 30%, 3 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 1 foul, 20 points.
yeah.
Jared West, 30 minutes, 4 for 6, 1 for 2 from the three-point, 1 for 2 from the free throw, 5 rebounds out of Jared West, 2 assists, no turnovers, no steals, no blocks, 2 fouls, 10 points. Now, Sidney Curry, who Coach Mack told to start on his way out the door, 7 minutes, 1 turnover, 2 fouls, 0 points. Sidney Curry played 7 minutes, had 1 turnover, and you benched him for the whole game.
That's terrible.
He had 1 turnover, and you benched him for the whole game.
Yeah.
You played. Coach Mack told you to start Sidney Curry last week. Malik started tonight, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't wait. Oh shit! Coach Mack was Listen, before Coach Mack left, he said it in the press conference. He told Coach McGee, coach the team like you would coach him. He took that and ran with it.
He's gonna go crazy.
I know. Listen to this. JJ Trainer, who you and I both noticed was playing pretty good, being assertive, until he threw that turnover. But here's the problem. 6 minutes, 1 turnover, 1 foul, you're done for the night. That turnover came at a terrible time, though. Golly.
6 and 7 minutes.
You said what?
6 and 7 minutes. Your first 2 guys that you've read off the bench.
6 and 7 minutes. One more time. Shout out David I'm so mad at him right now, Steve. Matt Cross, Steve, the best player on the floor last game. How many minutes did Matt Cross play, Steve?
Oh gosh, I'm looking. I can't. 11.
Don't look. No, don't look. I just want you to guess.
Oh gosh. Oh well, I've already looked.
11 minutes. 11 minutes. 1 for 2 from the floor. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Wait, didn't he miss a free throw? Probably missed one. 3 rebounds. 3 fouls. 4 points. 11 minutes. Sam Williamson, 17 minutes, 1 for 6, 0 for 1 from the 3-point line, 2 fouls, 2 points. Oh, God. They're so mad tonight. L. Ellis, 15 minutes, 2 for 4, 0 for 2 from 3, 2 for 2 from the 3-point line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 points. Got 15 minutes. Mason Faulkner, go ahead.
Pegues will have to, and I think he knows this. Like I said, I like Pegues. I think he's a really good assistant coach. Like, I don't want to lose him, but he will tell them, or I bet he did after the game. I bet he told them, like, yeah, I effed that up.
Yeah, once he sees these stats and once he watches the game back again, he better have some apologies.
Yeah.
To keep his credibility with the team.
That's what I was going to say, because I think if he comes back to them and is like, look, man, I kind of screwed that. Like, no, I mean, I'm not taking it all off y'all. Like, y'all could have made plays and still won the game, but like, I messed up the rotations. Then that will, I think he's got enough rapport with the team where they'll be like, okay, you know, like I feel you.
Please. This is a last year 0 depth rotation stat line. 34 minutes, 33 minutes, 31 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's last year. That's what we did everything in the offseason to get away from. Having 4 dudes in the 30 minutes. We were like, damn, coach, you played Carlik 34 minutes.
Yeah.
He played 34, 33, 31, 30. That's 4 of the 5 starters.
Yeah.
Last one, Mason Faulkner, 22 minutes, 0 for 2 from the floor, 0 for 1 from 3-point line, 6 for 7 from 3-point line, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 1 foul. 6 total points, Mason Faulkner.
He was good. I don't know why he didn't have 30.
He only had 22.
I know. He was good tonight.
Ooh, that's a bad minute stat line, Steve.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, man, I think it should make people feel a little better. I mean, it does at least. I mean, I think that like I said, man, you're gonna get the hot takey bull crap all week. It's gonna be Louisville sucks. Well, actually, it won't because you get Monday night to come back. But I mean, if you want to buy into the like, well, Louisville's not gonna be a tournament team, blah blah blah, then you're just gonna be miserable. But I mean, they do need to look different Monday night. That needs to that needs to look different Monday night.
Oh, the stat line. What? Listen, let me give a shout out and then tell everybody what happened to the team we play on Monday night. Cheers, Keisha Fields. Navy.
They got killed.
Why is that so funny, Steve? Will you tell everybody why Navy getting killed is so funny to Marcus Maven?
Because Marcus called me after they beat Virginia.
Wait, pause right there.
Okay.
They just beat Virginia in Virginia, right? Everybody, the whole world is, oh man, you see what Navy, they got a squad. They beat Virginia in Virginia. And what happened, Steve?
Marcus calls me and he was like, the next day he was watching the film, right? Or the game. And he called me, he was like, he didn't know we played or they played Virginia Tech.
I thought we had Navy next.
Yeah, and he was like, dude, they suck. We're gonna kill them.
Listen. Steve is cleaning it up.
Yeah.
I think I said something to the effect of, we are going to beat the holy effing out of Navy. They suck.
Yeah.
And you said Virginia Tech.
Well, we need to. I said we need to.
Big time.
This needs to be a game where you kind of like, all right, that was just a screw up by the coach, and I don't like just saying that. I mean, the team, like, y'all,
they didn't bring it. They didn't bring it.
Yeah, like y'all can.
I mean, you got to think, Steve. During the game, I was talking about the way they were jogging out to the ball, the way they were just cool walking the whole time, and
look so lethargic, man.
Mm-hmm.
Games like y'all need to wake up a little bit. So Monday needs to look different. I think if Monday looks vastly different, then we all just kind of move along and whatever.
You just drop one early without the coach.
Yeah. And it's like, all right, cool.
Rebounding was horrible. Start Sydney Curry. I don't know what Sydney Curry did to lose his starting spot, Steve.
I don't know because, I mean, unless, again, I don't know what Coach Mack told Pegues. I don't know how much he gave him.
Steve, stop saying Coach Mack told Pegues. They're not communicating.
Well, I mean, they might not be. That's what I'm saying. Like, they actually might not be. I don't know. You just got to win these next two. And then go 1-1 in the Bahamas, 4-2. I can live with that. 4-2.
No, we got a deep team. Think about it. We've been preaching quick substitutions, even substitutions, fair substitutions. Maybe a minute extra for a player that's performing a little, better right now, or a minute less for a big time mistake. That substitution pattern we saw today was everything opposite to what we've been preaching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. So
Curry got 7 minutes, man. Jesus.
Yeah, Curry's got to get more than 7, man. Against a team like that, that doesn't really have a big, come on, man.
Did Curry play in the second half? Probably a possession.
Yeah, because he had the turnover in the second half. Yeah, I don't know, though, man. Like I said, I'm still aggravated that he's out in general.
That Coach Mack is out overall?
You know, like that's where my aggravation sits tonight. I'm like, it's so like shouldn't even be out, but whatever.
We just have to bear down and deal with it, Steve. 4 more games of this.
Yeah, man. Try to get out of here 4. That's my new goal, man. My
4
new
and 2.
4-2. Win the next 2, split in the Bahamas. 4-2.
No, see, I wouldn't worry about that, Bradley. Like nobody's gonna transfer based on what Pegues is doing on the Knicks.
Oh, nobody's gonna transfer. Yeah, no. Johnny Juzang might be the best player in the country.
Cal really screwed. Listen, Johnny Juzang is the number 1 definition on why head coaching matters.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a bad dude. But yeah, dude. That's my goal. I'm kind of in with that before I go to sleep. But I mean, I think that's where I'm setting. You know, I'll rehash it Monday when we get on the show. But you know, like I said, win the next 2 games. Win Monday. Win Saturday. Go to the Bahamas. Split 1-1. 4-2. Give it back to Mac. You know, hey, here, Mac. Go to East Lansing. Your first day back. go up to Michigan State, get a win.
It's almost like somebody else made that decision or made that suspension perfect as soon as possible.
You know what my biggest issue with it is? I just think it was a how can I say this without hurting somebody's feelings? Because listen, and let me be true. Like, I don't think Neely Bendapudi does a bad job as a whole, okay? But here's the thing. I think she was a little ignorant to the athletic side on this one. Like, not that she's ignorant.
Yeah, even not understanding the impact of something like taking a head coach. Like, it's like you might have saw a suspension somewhere and thought that was a good idea, but you didn't realize the details like on how crucial this is.
Yeah.
Like the last, like you don't know the tournament impact it has on these kind of games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you just said, all right, 6 games. The whole month.
You don't realize the media relations impact, the embarrassment, like just the tone.
I mean, like I said, he's probably. I think Louisville would land Kamari Lands. No pun intended. You're probably going to lose him to Memphis. That's going to be a tough. So now,
any school that would suspend their basketball coach like this on an HR HR issue.
Yeah, because be clear, they said the NCAA stuff had nothing to do with it.
Yes.
So for everybody who knows so much on Twitter that keeps getting in the mentions going, he broke rules. That has nothing to do with his suspension at all. Out of the mouth of the administration. So
if you will suspend a coach for an HR mistake in judgment, there's no kid that would trust his career in your hands and this university making decisions.
Yeah.
Especially like top, one and dones and people like that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big time recruit. Yeah, you wouldn't trust you wouldn't trust that. Yeah, it's insane.
No, yeah. It's just it was just a bad decision.
Yeah, get out of here, Steve. I don't want to keep you up all late.
All right, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, later. I would have stuck to our rotations of about 4 minutes. 4 minutes in, 4 minutes out. I would have paid. This is my answer to this question. If I was the coach, first of all, if I was the coach, guys wouldn't be tipping the ball to themselves. Sitting around trying to tip the ball to yourselves is not a Division I Louisville level athlete. You don't do that. You go after the ball with 2 hands. You look around. You survey. You decide. You power dribble. Anybody who does this, I would have took them out a long time ago. If the ball comes off the rim and I see you just try to tip it up with one hand, not dunk it, you're just trying to tip it back up over the rim, I'm talking about these things all in film. It's like those habits around the basket are soft habits. And look, I forgot to ask Steve on air. Steve is the one that sent me that Carlik Jones thing. Carlik Jones, we didn't even know Carlik Jones could dunk, y'all. Y'all see that dunk he did? We didn't know he could dunk. Max Pitcher is going to make it to him in time. That's pretty funny. Yeah. The bench energy was terrible. Coach didn't notice it. He caught up in the game, so he didn't notice it. No, you won't, because they know it's not Mac's fault. He knows Mac would have had him in the game, though. Sid, Dre, Star Cross. Both of them should have been in there playing. All we had to do is average 10 plus threes a game, and we're in every game. But we don't have to be a three-point shooting team against inferior competition. Yeah. This is like y'all see the stats. That's not a regular. That's not what we've been doing. That's not what we were doing under coach. That's not the new system at all. Those stat lines was the old system. Period. Nobody's afraid of Navy in basketball. Townsend State law. It's not the same. It's not worse because it's an assistant coach who has never coached a game. Or he coached one game, 7. It's a first-time Division I coach. Lamar's here, plane just landed. Buddy ball, that's why Curry didn't start. Well, you think he just loves Malik? About which part, Terry? Steve's watching that now. Ross had a couple freakouts. What was he freaking out about? Because I'm going to go back and watch it. Wait. Start Cross playing, so he should have got a hell of a lot more minutes. Nah, he's not worried about it. Matt Cross would have been in the game if Coach Mack was here. Yeah, I didn't pay him much attention. Senator Steve was trying to keep it cool, but just wants to go ahead. That's pretty funny. Do you think the suspension itself was wrong, or it should have been a shorter suspension? It didn't even have to be a suspension, but even if you did give a suspension, 2-game suspension max. $250,000 in a month and zero contact with the team. A suspension is one thing. A suspension is bad, y'all. But saying you can't talk to your coaches, you can't talk to your players, you can't talk to recruits, that's a fucking creative suspension. That's a creative suspension. 1 game, you're not on the sideline. 2 games, you're not on the sideline. 3 games, you're not on the sideline. Do y'all know how evilly creative you got to be to say? Because here's the problem. You said sitting out the games is not enough. We're going to remove you from the entire pro. That's fucking sports insanity. That's what that is. Pardon my French. That's sports insanity. To say all these players that you got a fucking 1,000 miles away from their home, you can't talk to them about the game they had. You can't talk to the parents. You can't recruit during signing month. Do y'all know how impossible it is to sign players when you can't even have contact with anybody, any family, any coaches, any team, and you can't give suggestions about how to coach? You can't give rotations. That's fucking insane. That's insane. That's why we're not freaking out. Because there's an insane suspension placed over Coach Matt's head. Somebody does not know, or the more scary part, they do know. Either way, it's the most dangerous scenario you could imagine. Somebody is smart enough to know how fucking hurtful that is, this suspension, or equally, somebody is not smart enough to know what a disassociation does. A complete program disassociation for a month. Y'all said it. Y'all saw one game of kids getting pissed off. Imagine a whole fucking month of these kids getting pissed off at this rotation. And then Matt got to come back and it's like, do you know these kids will beat each other up and develop beefs by now? By the time Matt get back, Matt Cross and DeAndre Davis will have fought to a level where they'll never get along. That's what it's like pumping a dysfunctional situation into a basketball team. That's how bad of a position you put this team in with a suspension this harsh. And anybody that makes this decision that knows anything about sports and volatility and relationships and egos and all that, anybody who knows anything about sports knows this was an insane, harsh punishment. Y'all mind if I get a refill? Because I think I'm going to go deeper. If y'all don't mind, I'll go get a refill. If y'all will allow me. Connor, see, you won't hear that being discussed either. Listen, you won't hear none of that being discussed, but give me 30 seconds, y'all. Because now I'm worked up. Now I'm getting ready to tell y'all the truth about all this. Because David got my engine running, and I'm going to play. Ah, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hold on, y'all. About 30 more seconds. Here I come, y'all. Don't scurry off on me. And if y'all want to get the good questions in here, if y'all really want to know, like I said, what I think about particular parts of this, I don't mind describing it. Or she won't. Or she won't, which would be even worse. Or she won't. That's what the dangerous part is. Okay, I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna catch up, and I'm gonna go for manager. Okay, let me catch up. Mark Few suspended 1 game for drunk driving and arrest and failure to cooperate. On the day of Dino sentencing, they did this. That's the scary part. That's the scary part. That means either you, again, if you're doing it on purpose, it's a nightmare. If you're doing it on accident, I don't know which nightmare is worse. That you don't know or you do know. My dad basically disciplined me based on that. If you're too stupid not to know that, I'm not letting you go out this house if you're that stupid. If you knew it and you still did it, that means you're actively stupid. You're not going out. I mean, he didn't talk to me that way, but you get the point. I'd rather get Wheeler 7 to 10 minutes. Right. You got to do that. You got to do that. Man, Jordan. Shout out to Jordan for the refill. Appreciate that. They're both equally nightmare scenarios. Yeah, listen. Again, I can blame the players. But if y'all aren't correcting that, sitting there, like Malik, you can get away with doing that around guards. You don't go get the ball. There, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to actually do a slap the ball drill. Jalen did that, and then he dribbled out. What are you doing? Stop. Jalen, did you have to cover the ball with two hands? Son, show me anybody in any big time, in NBA environment that covers the ball in two hands, with two hands. That has to protect the ball like this. You can't hold the ball two hands and move it around. Okay, here's the problem, y'all. Everybody likes to hold the ball up and pass it like they can palm it. You mean to tell me if you can palm it strong enough with one hand, you can't hold it, you can't palm it with two hands strong enough to where somebody can slap at it without it coming out your hand? Well, you can't fucking palm the ball. Stop holding it with one hand. Stop dribbling, picking up, throwing it. Your hands are not, either they are big enough or they're not. If they're big enough, you shouldn't have to do this. If they're not big enough, stop passing it with one hand. Late turnover, one-handed pass. If you can palm a ball with one hand, you should be able to grab it with two, pass it with two, hold it with two. Triple threat with two hands. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not freaking out about the lost part. No, you knew Carlik could dunk, but did you see the way he dunked that basketball? Carlik flew on that. It make you feel like, what were we doing? We ain't encouraged none of that dunking. Only dunk we saw Carlik get is the breakaway dunk against Duke. That's like the one dunk he got. And he had so much room to spare. We were like, damn. But dunking is obviously it ain't like a thing. Perfect lineup. The problem with that is I don't have a perfect lineup. I got a rotation. I got rotations. Listen, if we do, okay, there's 8 or 9 guys that can get 4 minutes and 4 minutes in pool. Jared, Noah, Mason, I would keep on the shorter side. I don't think Mason's ready to do a full hard 4 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But Jared, Noah, DeAndre, Matt Cross, Jalen Withers. I mean, I would give Malik 4 and take him out. Ellis, like we got 9 guys that can go a hell of 4 minutes and get out. Listen, Noah, JJ, Roosevelt, I would still keep them in the hard 2s and 3s until they show some more consistency. You know what I'm saying? Noah because it's conditioning. I'm just seeing him fumble the ball a lot. JJ because he has to be intense, but you got to show me you can be fully intense for those 2 or 3 minutes. Because 2 or 3 minutes is still 6-7 possessions. Yeah, but Yeah, there's about 8 dudes. There's 8 dudes that I know I can do 4 in, 4 out, 4 in, 4 out all day long. Yeah, they're better defenders. They're high IQ players too. That's why they can stay on the court. Big polar effect. Who said that? I didn't see that. Absolutely not. You see, the NCAA is already starting to delegate punishments to the conference. The NCAA, they're giving up. We just gotta ride that wave out. See, here's the problem. When you change the way you're rotating, it makes everybody antsy. If normally I'm used to getting, 4 minutes and coming out, 4 minutes and coming out, I'm good on my shots. I'm comfortable passing. But if you gave me 2 minutes and sat me for 9 minutes, now I want to get some shots up when I get in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but here's the thing. Coach is still going to take you out on bad shots. So getting in the game and just going for your shots ain't going to work either. Yeah, and that's a nightmare. That's a fucking nightmare. You're right. Right. Advice came from somewhere. Wood for a shout out. Shout out, Beach. Appreciate that. Connor, that's a good call. Because if nobody's going to backtrack on that, then what are we doing? Ooh, yeah, they're going to have to take all this heat. Fair enough. Pop Gun played like he had little hands. Listen, that weekend shit. Again, coach, stop telling me about the ball, about them getting the ball stripped out of their hands, and you let them do that. Stephen Enoch used to do it. Jalen Withers is doing it. Stop letting people do that. That's not strong. Now, Sidney Curry, I saw Sidney Curry do that. Sidney Curry ain't never did that at Logan. This is something that either is being taught or being overlooked. Grab it, pout, you know what I'm saying? You never do that. All the way down low, explode out of it. Standing up tall. You see Jalen, y'all see Jalen dribbling this high and then passing. Like, dude, your handles are not like that. You got to be low, dribbling. 2 hands, pass it, hand it off. He might come this way or he might cut back door. The other team were running the same actions we were running. When you grab the ball with 2 hands, they cut back door, you can give it to them. They cut you hand up. You can't dribble, then throw it back door and then hand it off. That's just bad techniques. Who's getting better? Jalen Withers? A perfect rotation would be approved. Just more rotation. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. But I'm just, like I said, I point out emergency things I see. Noah Locke is really close to being a complete go-to guy. Noah Locke is like the closest thing you'll get to a go-to guy. I mean, of course, I would clean up 1 or 2 things Noah Locke does, but Noah Locke, his mentality and his work ethic, he's close to being a bucket. Noah Locke is different. Matt Cross is built a little different.
But here's the thing, like, did y'all see when late in the clock, did y'all see how Jalen Withers was getting the ball out on the wing and the wing was guarding him? He didn't know what to do with it. Did y'all see that? Late, Jalen Withers dribbled to do a running one-hand hook shot. Jalen Withers ran to do a running one-handed jump hook shot. If Jalen Withers doesn't hit his three, I mean, he should be around the basket a lot more. The advantage now is not the big man guarding you out on the floor. Your advantage now is supposed to be a small. Your advantage now is supposed to be a small guy guarding you around the basket. We talk about positions. Sorry, I'm gonna catch up on the comments real quick, please. Off balance shots. They're letting them slide with off balance. The whole energy looks horrible. Football plays tomorrow. Hope it's not gonna be a rough weekend. Yeah, he's gonna change that up. Yeah, they dropped the ball. And glimpse up, yeah, like I said, but he's still, listen, Mason's gonna have to be a lot better on defense. Because when Coach Matt gets back, some of the things, Mason, the blowout, like I'm telling y'all, Matt Cross, he got blown by on one possession. He didn't work to get back in front of his guy. He was just reaching from behind. That's why Pegues took him out and didn't put him back in. But I just don't think he would have did that with Coach Mack around. He just wouldn't have did that. Prediction for tomorrow, I do think we lose to Syracuse, to be honest. Daryl, I think we'll beat Navy. I think Syracuse, like, think about it, y'all. Syracuse has 5 wins. If they win here, they're eligible for a bowl game. That was worse. Yeah, I agree. The long distance, Malik Williams, finger roll was terrible. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll wrap this up, and I'm gonna watch the game. If y'all follow me on Twitter and Facebook, y'all can watch it with me a little bit. I'll probably just watch 10 minutes together. Like we can do an open 10 minutes. I know. Or they're not good passers to get to the point, to get to the paint. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. But yeah, please hit the like button before you get out of here. It's been 100 most of the night. Hit the like button on the YouTube channel before you get out of here, please and thank you. Communication with the team. I know, like, don't that penalty is terrible. Please hit the like button, subscribe button if you can. But again, if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, let's just do about 10 minutes and see some things in the basketball game. Actually, I don't even have to log out. Hold on. See, watch. Schedules, replays. Saturday was what, the 12th? No, we played on Friday, okay.
Friday, 7:00. Ah, there it is. What we do good? Oh, in my opinion, what did we do good? In my opinion, I like that question. I like that question. What did we do good? I think we tried to get basically we tried to run the offensive script until it got real tight. So we tried to run our game plan. The guys out there on the court, we tried to run the offense. We tried to stick to the program. I will say that. We tried to run what Coach McMahon has been teaching. If that's kind of the generic answer to that. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna close. I'm gonna turn off the YouTube part of it. But I'll keep going with the Facebook and Twitter part of it.